We can start off, Darren. Kind of a classic Kickers versus Tormenta match, very physical, up and down match. Finished 1-1 after 90 minutes. Kickers winning penalty shootout 6-5. Ryan Tiller making 2 key saves on the penalty shootout. First off, thoughts on the match?
We're going to take it all positive. You know, we're trying to grab some momentum to go into this last 8-game regular season, because that's how we have to look at it. We know we got to win probably 4 of them. So we're going to take the positives from tonight. We're going to build on them. You know, we created enough opportunities to score more goals to win it in regulation, but at the end of the day, we got to score a whole lot of goals to advance in the Jägermeister. So when we play Spokane in 2 weeks, it'll be a fun game to watch, I'll say that.
And the attack tonight, everybody getting in on it. Suko scoring his first goal of the season. Nathan Ani having one cleared off of the line. Emmy having a couple chances. What did you see from the guys that you really liked tonight?
Resilience. You know, none of us are happy. You know, we hear it from everybody that we're not where we want to be, and we know that. But the guys fought, and the guys we subbed on, they all came on. They made a difference. Landon Johnson had his first start tonight. I thought he played great. Played great. So they're growing. Again, this one's all about momentum. We got to carry this into Greenville.
Yeah, and speaking of Landon getting his first start, having a lot of positive plays right here on the right wing, being able to stretch out the defense. Can you kind of delve in a little bit more about, you know, what you like from him tonight?
Yeah, you know, we're a possession-based team, and it's been a little frustrating because with our possession, we haven't penetrated enough this year. We haven't got behind teams. We've struggled on the flank, and he's starting to step up. So, you know, he was very direct. You know, he had the one that he cut back that just got cut out, and he got in behind again. He continues to do that. He's going to find goals and assists, and we need him to.
And the one goal that Tormenta gets tonight was an unfortunate volley off of a rebound, but how did you feel Shello did tonight? Excellent.
Made a couple of saves in a penalty kick shootout, directed traffic, communicated well. You know, we have 2 good goalkeepers here, and I'm proud of him. You know, we want competition in every spot, and with the injury issues we had the first half of the year, it was difficult. And we're finally at a point where guys are pushing each other, so there's a great battle in the goalkeeping department.
And then we mentioned Justin Suko getting his first goal of the season, showing again kind of motor, versatility, starting out on the right wing, coming inside into the midfield in more of the second half. How'd you feel he did tonight?
Yeah, you know, great pass by Emmy on that one too. You know, I don't know if Emmy had his best night tonight. Forget the penalty, I'm not worried about that. But just, Emmy was good. Just sometimes you expect more, but what a pass. And then Justin brings it down well, volleys it right over, clean, sharp, very happy for him.
Speaking about that pass, we kind of saw the pros and cons of tonight. With the first goal, give it up, and then with the goal y'all scored. Is that something that the Kickers is something you guys have been working on? Is that kind of behind the back flick pass?
I don't know if we look for that. We're looking for the space in behind, but we got to move defenses to create it. I thought we did a good job on that one. Emmy played a good ball. You know, giving up a goal, for whatever reason, we have to take a goal before we wake up and get going, and that's on me. I got to figure out a way to motivate this group, man. It's maddening. We got to give up a goal before we start to play, and you know, we're working on it. We're fighting hard. The good part is the resilient piece. We find a goal to get back in it. We create a bunch of chances, and then we find a point at the end.
How proud are you tonight with the team creating the amount of turnovers that they did to cause the problems for Tormenta where they really never got going in the game?
I would say the culture of the group is good. Like, people say to me, they're like, oh, culture, you're losing, blah, blah, blah. There's never been a time in the locker room where people are so mad at each other that there's a problem. Guys are willing to fight. We're trying to solve problems. I think you saw a step forward tonight. The trick's going to be we got to make sure we take that momentum and take the next step. So if it's a ladder of 10 steps, we got to step 2. We have to make sure we get to 3 going into Greenville, not go back halfway.
Also, we saw Dak and Guy come off at halftime. Any update on Dak? We saw him take a nasty tackle in the first half there.
Yeah, the tackle played a role in Dak coming off. He's okay, but we were just making sure. You know, we wanted Nathan Ani in the game, and Maxi, you know, we felt he could attack, and we knew we needed goals. So we made a tactical change to try to help find goals.
And lastly, you know, with the signing of Griffin Garnett to a pro contract, kind of comments on that. You have most of your depth at center back. How hard is it right now to choose who will be your starting center back between Dak, Nathan, and Griffin?
It's all about competition. Like I said before, if guys are competing every day and there's a challenge for each spot on the field, they're only going to get better. Iron sharpens iron. You know, Griffin Garnett's a great story. We're going to be a selling club. We're going to win trophies, I promise you. We will get back to doing that. But we're going to be a selling club, and what we want is for Griff to raise a trophy for the Kickers and then go bounce and make money somewhere else.
And promise last question, Landon Johnson. You saw he's got a first start tonight. How proud are you of him And how much change have you seen over in the 12 months from where he started off to now?
Development isn't linear. And a lot of people, they're like, well, why isn't he playing more and all these types of things. Sometimes you need to train through some adversity. Landon had a lot of school and classes and a lot of things weighing on him, and he wasn't struggling, but he wasn't at the form that we knew he could be. Over the last month and a half, the kid has gone like this and started to escalate. He deserved a start, he got a start, and I thought he rewarded us.
So Justin, we'll get started off. Big penalty shootout win tonight. Obviously, it was a draw after 90, but winning the penalty shootout 6-5, you scoring the equalizer that helped send it to penalties. How do you feel like tonight went for you?
To be honest, it's not what we wanted. We wanted to win, and we wanted to score a lot of goals. So, unfortunately, we came up short. It was still nice to win in the penalty shootout and give the fans something to celebrate, but we're going to try to take this momentum in the next game and just stay positive from here. And
then tonight we got to see a little bit of your versatility, playing out on the wing, tucking back in, playing in the midfield as there was tactical changes, just maybe grading your individual performance. How do you feel like tonight went for you? What are some positives that you're taking away from tonight's performance?
Positives is I'm happy to score a goal, my first goal here at City Stadium, so that was special for me, but no, I mean, we wanted to win, so that was the main thing. Just a little disappointed that we couldn't get the 3 points, so we're just going to try to move forward and keep going in the league.
Okay. And then, talking about that goal, a rare assist from Emmy. Kind of, how do you feel like that play, came to be as you guys were linking up there in the midfield? Yeah, I mean, I just saw Emmy check off, receive the ball, so I made her run through, and honestly didn't even know he saw me. That he turned and played me, so really great assist from him, but just saw the ball and just tried to do my best to score. So. And then something that Darren spoke about just now when he was speaking with us was, trying to find that momentum then. Obviously not quite the results that you guys wanted, but still going out on a positive with a penalty shootout in front of the crowd. What are the things that you can harness from tonight and take into Greenville on Friday?
I mean, it's still a great feeling winning the penalty shootout, especially in front of our home fans. We always want to give them something to celebrate. So ended the game with a positive, which is really good, and I think we're all feeling pretty good, and we just need another great week of training, and we'll take that into Greenville. So really time to focus in on the league now.
We're hearing a lot of talk about how you guys take this momentum from this match and apply it to Greenville. How are you guys looking to do that?
It all just starts in training, I think. I mean, I think we had a good week of training. It was really competitive this week, so just get back on the training ground and compete again and try to do it again on Friday.
And we know this season you've had your ups and downs when you're in the lineup, you're not in the lineup, but how big of it was a moment to score that kind of goal? Do you feel like the monkey or the weights kind of lifted off you a little bit?
No, I mean, I think I just try to show up and do my job every day, whether that's in training, whether it's in the game. It's up to the coaches whether they want to play me, not play me. So my job is to show up and do my job and just try to make plays when I get my chance.
And lastly, tonight, you gave Tormenta fits from them trying to mark you, and they were trying to do different things. Different players were trying to mark you. How did you go about making it so difficult for Tormenta tonight?
Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job of pressing us, especially at the beginning of the game, so it was a little difficult, but no, once we got the ball moving a little, once we started getting the ball forward, it started to open up a little more, so we just got to find our rhythm and keep that going, start at the game, and then keep it going throughout the game, I think.
And be real, is this the best goal of your pro career?
Yeah, probably. That's probably one of my probably my favorite goal. So try to keep that going and try to get another one coming up. So we'll see.
We'll get started, Ryan. Won't beat around the bush. 2 PK saves. Kickers win a penalty shootout 6-5. Just talk about what that felt like. Getting 2 hands to both of those saves.
No, it was great. I wanted to get more. I went the right way a few times, but I always feel confident going into PK, so being able to get my teammates back there feels great because I know they're going to do their job. We train PKs coming into these games, and they're all very good at them, so I know if I do my job, get a couple, then we'll be all right.
And then overall for the rest of the game, obviously kind of a tough moment, in the goal that Tormenta scored, but you made a couple other saves in the game. How do you feel like tonight went for you?
It went well. I was happy with it. I was just more so happy with that, with our defensive performance. Something we've been struggling with is keeping the ball out of the net. And obviously, first 5 we came out flat, something that we've struggled with a bit this year, but we really turned it around there, and we were rock solid defensively as a unit. Something that we're hoping to build on from moving forward.
Yeah, and defensively too, making a double switch there at halftime, swapping out, half of the back line. How do you feel like that, the continuity from training was able to then come into the game where it didn't really feel like anybody lost a beat, and you guys were able to, shut down Tormenta on their attacks and be able to cycle the ball through and start on the offense?
Yeah, I mean, we have a very tight group. We've had a lot of rotation this year, so it's very much been the next man up mentality, and a lot of guys are hungry to take advantage of their opportunity as well. So I thought that the guys that came out, Dak and Guy, had a very good first half, but I was excited for Nathan and Maxie to get their chance to come in and shine. And I thought that they did a great job of doing that when they came in, and we were very solid in the back. All the opportunities they had, I thought we did a good job at limiting them, so they're nothing too major and making my life easier.
And when we spoke to Darren, he talked about momentum in kind of harnessing the positives from tonight, taking that into Greenville on Friday. What are some of your takeaways from tonight that you can take into training and prepare for that match down in Greenville?
Yeah, I mean, more than anything, we've been struggling to score. I'd say, we've been struggling with both sides a little bit, but I think it was just a good game to kind of get us back on the right track. We had a lot of opportunities tonight, which is something that is definitely a big positive that we can build off of, and we did a good job at limiting them and preventing them from doing what they wanted to do. We got a pretty good result last time we went down to Greenville, so we're looking to build off of that and finish the job this time.
After the first goal, how much do you feel like the team kind of ride that kind of chaos? Because we've seen it before where teams will score quick on us, and then it's kind of like that little chaos wave. How do you feel like the defense kind of rode that out?
Sometimes you just get that first, you kind of get knocked in the head a little bit, and it wakes you up. So I'm just glad that we responded the way we did. Little wake-up call, and the boys responded. We scored a great goal. Justin scored a great goal. If we can just put it together from the start, not let them get that first one, that's our next step for sure. But it was definitely a good response and a good positive, something to build off of. And
then during the PK shootout, Emmy had his miss. You get a couple of close saves on one. At that moment, how do you not go into that sandpit of, I have to do more to make something happen?
With PKs, it's one at a time, and really the keeper position, it's one ball at a time, one moment at a time is how you got to treat it. So I love penalties personally, so I was just excited for that opportunity because I had a feeling like it's just you have to have that feeling that you're going to get the next one.
In front of a crowd like the Red Army, and when you're in it, it's just electric. So you just feed off of it, and it's tough for the opposition. It's something that some opposition, it gets them going a little bit, but with us, we really want to return the favor for all the support you guys have shown us. So it was great that we could finish off with the PKs today.
And this last week, do you feel like this is like one of your better performances of the season thus far?
I think so, absolutely. I think the way we rallied, I think we were threatening tonight. And it's just a really good, I think, a step in a positive direction for us, something that we can build off of and really get some momentum going into the end of the season.